There we go. Hey, so glad that you could join me. I'm really excited about sharing what I've learned about stress, the signs, the symptoms, the causes, the effects, and how reflexology can help. So let's get started. I am going to jump on to presentation here so we can get going. Looks a little bit stressful there in that picture, doesn't it? And sometimes that's exactly how we feel, right? We feel like we're being attacked. And it truly is that, because modern life, right? It's full of hassles and deadlines, frustrations and demands. And for many of us, it's every day. And it's become a way of life for a long time. And it's not always bad, okay? Stress is not always bad. In small doses, it can be exactly what we need to motivate us to perform under pressure. But when you're constantly running in emergency mode, your mind and your body, they sadly pay the price. So if you're finding yourself feeling frazzled, overwhelmed, it's time to bring your nervous system back into balance. And then you can protect yourself by recognizing the signs of stress and taking the steps to reduce its harmful effects. So let's look at what stress is. Stress. It's a perceived threat, whether it's in the mind or something that's actually happening to us. And the nervous system responds and it floods itself with stress hormones, adrenaline, cortisol. And these hormones rouse the body for emergency action. The heart pounds, the muscles tighten, the blood pressure rises, our breathing, it quickens, and our senses become sharper. So these physical changes, they increase your strength and your stamina, your speed and reaction time, and they enhance your focus. So doing so is either the flight or the flee from the danger at hand. And this response is normal. It's normal so that when you're threatened with danger, when you sense the danger, your body kicks into high gear in a rapid automatic process, flight or fight or flight. That's the reaction. And the stress response is the body's way of protecting you. Your body loves you. And when it's working properly, it helps you stay focused, energized, and alert. Because these stressful situations, you want that to kick in because it can save your life, giving you the extra strength to defend yourself or spurring you to slam on the brakes to avoid an accident. Helps you rise to meet the challenges, but keep you sharp on your toes during a presentation, concentration when you're attempting to win the game-winning free throw, or drives you for studying for an exam when you'd rather be watching television. But beyond a certain point, stress stops being helpful and starts causing major damage to your health, your mood, your productivity, your relationships, and your quality of life. And the effects of chronic stress, wow, the body does not distinguish between physical and psychological threats, so real or perceived. When you're stressed over a busy schedule, an argument with a friend, traffic jam, mountain of bills, your body reacts just as strongly as if it were facing a life or death situation. If you have a lot of responsibilities and worries, your emergency stress response may be on most of the time. It's like driving your vehicle in the absolute maximum gear that you've got. And the more that your body, your vehicle, is activated, the easier it is to trip and the harder it is to shut off. And the long-term exposure to stress can lead to serious health problems. Chronic stress disrupts nearly every system in your body. It can raise your blood pressure, suppress your immune system, increase the risk of heart attack and stroke, contribute to infertility, and speed up the aging process. And long-term stress can even rewire the brain, leaving you more vulnerable to anxiety and depression. So many health problems are exacerbated by stress, pain of any kind, heart disease, digestive problems, sleep problems, depression. Look at that list. And the situations and pressures that cause stress are known as stressors. We usually think of them as being negative, like an exhausting work schedule or a rocky relationship. Anything that puts high demands on you or forces you to adjust can be stressful. It can be positive events like getting married, buying a house, going to college, or even receiving a promotion. So what causes stress depends, at least in part, on your perception about it. Sometimes the stressful things may not even faze someone else. They may even enjoy it. Your morning commute may make you anxious and tense because you worry that traffic will make you late. Others may find the trip relaxing because it allows them more time to enjoy listening to music while they drive. So let's look at the top 10 stressful life events. Do any of these resonate with you? It's just a basic list. Death, divorce, marriage, separation, jail, injury, illness, marriage. There's a few there. Major external causes of stress, major life changes. That could be retirement. It could be work, relationship difficulties, financial problems, your own children and family, and being too busy. Then there's the internal causes of stress. It can be self-generated, the inability to accept uncertainty, pessimism, negative self-talk, unrealistic expectations, perfectionism, and a lack of assertiveness. And the signs and symptoms of stress overload. They can creep up on you, and you can even get used to it. It starts to feel familiar, even normal. Being stressed out all the time becomes normal. You don't even notice how it's affecting you, even as it takes a heavy toll. The signs and symptoms of stress overload can be almost anything because it's such a varied list of symptoms. There's a cognitive, memory problems, inability to concentrate, poor judgment, seeing only the negative, anxious or racing thoughts, and constant worrying. Then add on the physical symptoms, the aches and the pains, diarrhea, constipation, nausea, dizziness, chest pains and a rapid heartbeat, loss of a sex drive, frequent colds, emotional symptoms of moodiness, irritability, short temper, agitation, the inability to relax, feeling overwhelmed, loneliness and isolation, depression or general unhappiness, behavioral symptoms, eating more or less, sleeping too much or little, isolation, procrastination, neglecting responsibilities, using alcohol, cigarettes, or drugs to relax, nervous habits. We've all experienced some of the conditions that I just listed. Here's the good news. Reflexology is a great stress reliever. Look at that number, 75%. Wow. A recent study even linked the effects of stress to weakening of the heart muscles. The statistics are there. The showing is there. It's very, very, very interesting. They discovered that the more stress, anger, and sadness someone experienced, the less able their hearts were able to respond effectively. A link between depression and reduced heart rate. These studies show so much. And reflexology is a low-cost option to offset stress. Natural? Wow, treats the body, mind, and spirit as a cohesive system all together. Capacity to cancel out the effects of stress while it helps the body to reach a place of deep relaxation where it can balance the body's systems. The results. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. The reflex points, adrenal glands, kidneys, bladder, sinus, brain, heart, they're all compromised by the side effects of stress, and reflexology can help. 40% experienced positive results, 35% greatly improved, 15% mildly improved, and 10% reported no change at all. Pretty good numbers. Releases a feel-good hormone. Encourages the relief of endorphins, the body's natural feel-good hormones, which are well documented in their ability to relieve stress. Improvement in the body's assimilation of nutrients, elimination of waste, and immune system stimulation. Reflexology supports the body in its process of self-healing and maintaining the balance that leads to good health. So how often can a session be given? Once every 72 hours, so 3 days for acute conditions. This is so that the body has time to release. Takes time for the body to process any changes. Look at those benefits. Induce a state of deep relaxation. Stress and tension are reduced. Improved blood supply. Reduces inflammation. Congestion. Assists the body to regain its natural equilibrium or homeostasis. I am so happy that I can offer this to you. There's my contact information, email address, and phone number. Looking forward to connecting with you soon. It's a wonderful, wonderful place. When the world allows you to no longer struggle. When there is something out there that can help, I hope you're willing to give it a try. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful rest of your day.